In this tutorial, I will explain how to work with the relationship diagrams in ORM. Please make sure that you watch the relationships tutorial before watching this one. A relationship diagram is a diagram that shows existing business objects and relationships between objects graphically. To generate a relationship diagram for an existing application, right-click on the version in the configuration tree and select Relationship Diagram. Let's, for example, open a relationship diagram for the library sample application. So I select the version, right-click, and then select the Relationship Diagram menu item. Here we can see all existing objects and groups and relationships between them. Let me just remove objects and groups that have no relationships to make the diagram less cluttered. So here we can see all business objects and business object groups that have relationships with other objects and groups. Business objects are represented by boxes with the orange line, and business object groups are represented by boxes with the blue line. For details about business object groups, please watch the Business Object Groups tutorial. Arrows represent relationships between objects or groups. Numbers on the sides of the arrows represent multiplicity of the relationship on the corresponding side. For example, we can see that the member object is related to the loan object, and we can see 0 ... on the one side of the connector and 1 on the other side. This means that the member is related to multiple loans, but the loan is related to one member only. If we select the connector, the system tells us the names of the attributes that the relationship is represented by on both sides. If we click on the Go To link, we can go to the definition of the corresponding attributes. Perhaps one of the most appealing features of relationship diagrams is that you can add and delete relationships directly on the diagram. Let me show you. So let's go back to our simple banking application where we have accounts and customers. So we have the account business object and the customer business object. We need to establish a relationship between them so that the customer is related to multiple accounts and an account is related to one customer. One way of doing this is to create a relationship attribute with the corresponding matching attribute either in the account object or in the customer object. This is explained in the relationships tutorial. Another way of doing this is using a relationship diagram. So I generate the diagram for this version. Now I hover the mouse over a black dot in the account object and draw a connector between the objects. When I release the mouse, the dialog pops up. I will create an attribute called Customer in the account object, multiple allowed unticked, and then I will create the accounts object in the customer object, multiple allowed ticked. When I click OK, I can see that the relationship has been created. If I go to the customer and account objects, I can see the created attributes. I can delete the relationship on both sides if I select the connector and click this icon here. Now if we look at the objects, we can see that the relationship attributes have been removed. Another way of creating a relationship on the diagram is to click on this icon here and specify the details in this dialog. So we will be creating a relationship between object account and object customer, and we will be creating attribute customer in the object account, multiple allowed and ticked, and we will be creating attribute accounts in the object customer, multiple allowed, ticked. When we click OK, we can see that the relationship has been created. You can specify certain options of the diagram by clicking on this icon here. You can specify width and height of the boxes, but more importantly, you can exclude certain objects from the diagram by ticking those objects or groups that you want to exclude. For example, you can exclude all objects that do not have any relationships by pressing this button. Moreover, you can save these settings and open them when needed. This can be especially useful when your application is complex and you have lots of objects in it. Let me show you an example. This application here is a real application that manages funerals. When a funeral is being organized, an instance of the object called the case is being created. If I generate the diagram for the application, it is very complex and more or less unusable. But let's say that we want to see only the most important objects of the application, those that are related to the case. I click on the Settings button, and because the objects of the application are properly categorized, I can exclude entire categories. I will exclude everything except objects in the case category. I will then save those settings under the name Case Related. Now I can see that the diagram is still complex, but is quite usable. Let me create another one. This time I only want to see the objects related to resource planning. I will save this under the name Resource Planning. This diagram looks good. So now, when I generate the diagram for the version, the system automatically offers me to open one of the existing settings. And this is quite handy. You can see how the diagram will look in the standalone browser. And there you have the option of saving the diagram to a PDF file.